always like to encourage people to start their own organic vegetable gardens and grow their own organic food. But I do understand that life can get really busy. So I'm going to show you how to start a really quick and easy garden, and you can enjoy your wonderful vegetables throughout the seasons. All you will need is straw bales. You can have as many as you like, depending on how big your garden you want. Remember, you can put these straw bales on a tiny balcony or right outside your front door. What you'll need for this project is straw bales, water, seedlings, some excellent organic compost, and some good organic fertilizer. I've done 4 straw bales here. I've planted these 3 up, and the last one I'm going to do for you. What I've got here is the straw bale, which I've cut out 20 centimeters of straw, and I've left 10 to 15 centimeter margin all the way around so it can keep the straw bale firm. The wonderful thing about using straw is that it acts as a heat barrier as well. It keeps the plants warm and cozy, and that's definitely great for the roots of the plant because it encourages their growth. So I've cut out this section. I'm going to add wonderful organic compost. When you fill your straw bale with compost, remember to fill it right to the top, because when you water it, it will sink down. A small handful, I'd say a half a handful of good organic fertilizer, and mix it through. So I'm going to plant this up now with my pak choi, and I always like to tell my students that when they plant one seedling, they water the whole first. Plant the seedling, cover it up, and continue to the next one. And I'm sure to fit about 6 pak chois in this area. I have got my companion plants because you know those are really important. I've got some calendula over here, and they are going to be pollinator attractors, and they are also going to chase the pests away. I always put pollinators or pest deterrents in the form of companion plants in all the organic vegetable gardens that I do, because that is part of the methodology of organic gardening. So putting my calendula in here, you can plant them quite close to the actual vegetable because they have quite a short root system, so they're not going to be too much competition for your growing organics. There you go. And now I get to another really important part, and that is mulching. So the straw that I cut out of my bales, I have kept it, and I'm going to use it to mulch around my crops. It's really important to mulch for so many good reasons. For one thing, it keeps the moisture in the soil in the very hot sunny days. For another, it protects the roots in the winter and keeps them warm. So let's get on to that. I'm going to put my drip irrigation system, which I've got set up. I've got a 25-litre water butt that I've put on a table so that it's higher than the straw bale, so gravity can pull the water down. What's so brilliant is that you can actually change these little drip irrigators to drip as much as possible. We set it on the higher setting so that it has a constant flow of water. You never want to stress your vegetables out and let them dry out, otherwise they get weak and then they become diseased. When your plants are really small, these are of a good size, but when they're really small, for the first week you will have to hand water just to get them settled in. The great thing about these drip irrigations is because of the capillary action of the soil, it pulls the water 30 centimeters around the actual drip. I want to tell you a bit about what I planted in all my beds. I've got 7 lettuce over here. They are all cut and come again lettuce. The great thing about that, you can harvest from them for a really long time, as long as you pick the outer leaves first. In other words, the older leaves, and then you leave the lettuce to carry on growing. You can probably harvest from cut and come again lettuce up to 4 times. I've also got my 2 calendulas over here because I never forget my companion planting, and of course my mulch, the straw that I have packed around each individual seedling. In this bed over here, we've got some peas growing up, these pretty sturdy trellises, and you can see that you can even have climbing crops. The straw bales are really versatile and they are strong enough to hold these trellises and to get the peas climbing up them. So I'm looking really forward to that. The last bed is I've got some Swiss chard growing. Now the fabulous thing about Swiss chard is that also gives you a crop for a really long time, provided you pick the outer leaves, which are the older leaves, and you leave the plant to carry on growing. I hope you've enjoyed this segment, and you can see that it's really easy to start your own organic vegetable garden. You can put as many straw bales as you like. You can make the garden as big as you like. The good thing is that the straw bales do eventually decompose, and you can take those and put it in your compost pile, or you can keep them for mulch, and you just add new straw bales and start your new garden in 2 or 3 seasons time.